Welcome to the Den of Tools.
Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools. And today we got some new tool drops here from Harbor Freight. But before we go into those, can I tell you quickly about the new program offered by YouTube? That is YouTube channel memberships. This is kind of like Patreon, except on YouTube. YouTube makes it really easy to join. You just go to the main channel page, click there, and it'll give you access, and it'll tell you all your benefits and everything else. I hope you consider joining, becoming an official tool bearer yourself, supporting the Den of Tools, allowing us to do even more deep dives, more data-driven testing, and giving you guys the information so you can make informed decisions for yourself. Back to the show. First up, we got the Doyle 11-in-1 ratcheting multi-bit screwdriver. Now, as we know, Doyle, based on their pliers and stuff, this is their premium line of hand tools other than the Icon. Now, why they chose to go with multiple name brands for the different types of tools, I don't know. Don't ask this tool bear. I don't get what the marketing department over at Harbor Freight is smoking or whatever. But the point is, these are their upper tier level of screwdrivers. And if you're looking for a multi-bit, this might be a solution for you. Me personally, I'm not a fan of ratcheting screwdrivers. Never have been. They never seem to stay in the ratchet, position that I want them to be in, and I've given up on them a long time ago. Maybe I'll pick this up and give it another try, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. But anyway, if it's something you like, maybe check it out. Next up, we've got the Outlook 1080p high definition dash cam. I gotta tell you, am I the only one that is just truly excited for Harbor Freight to finally come out with a dash cam? I mean, I know we've all been... Wait. What the... I'm sorry. You guys know I love the Freight. I'm a Freight fan, but a dash cam? Guys, come on. This is consumer electronics. I'm a dash cam aficionado. I imported dash cams before you could buy them in the States, because I'd seen like on YouTube and stuff, they were big over in China and Russia. And to me, I'm like, that's a great idea. It's, the equivalent to an airline black box for your car. And quite literally 2 weeks after getting my first one, some guy rear ends me in a parking lot, and don't go there. Don't do it. Anyway, clips with the back of my bumper in a parking lot, and then jumps out and tries to blame me for it. I'm like, I see that camera there? You're screwed, dude. And I changed his tone immediately. I'm a huge proponent of dash cams. I've got one in all our vehicles. But this, $90. Now, granted with a coupon, hopefully it's going to come down some. But, this is a big, bulky looking dash cam. I don't get the point of this. I hope they don't send it to me for review, because I can tell you right now it's not going to go well, because just form factor alone is way out of date. I don't get it. I don't see anything about the specs on this. There's nothing about this. It comes with a 16 gig SD card, so at least they do that. And it will take a 64 gig card, which is nice, because a lot of them will only take a 32. It's 1080p. It's got a decent range, 155 wide angle lens. That's nice. It's got the G sensor for shocks and stuff, and it's got a built-in microphone for recording what goes on in the car as well, which is good for, it can record your comments, can play towards, saving you if you're like, holy crap, what's this idiot doing? And then you get hit, rather than, I'm going to run this dude down. Not that anybody would ever say that, looking at my wife. Boy, if you want to talk about somebody who drives angry. Oh, don't get Mrs. DeBear angry.
Don't drive angry.
But yeah, all of it. Quick release flush mount. That's kind of nice. But like the one I'm using now, granted, full disclosure, it was a sponsored one that was sent to me by the company. But it's got a magnetic power quick release. You don't have to pull the cable or anything. It all goes through the magnetic mount. It's pretty snazzy, and it's small. These big screens on dash cams are ridiculous, because they just... Once you line up your dash cam, you don't need to look at it again. This is not a view screen you're going to be using for anything else. I don't get why they put these big screens on them. Anyway, I know, I've harped on this long enough. 20-foot, 2-gauge heavy-duty booster cables. These I'm intrigued by. If you drive an 8-cylinder, a big 8-cylinder, something like that, you need some heavy-duty jumper cables. The regular cheap consumer ones like you'll pick up at Target or so, they're not going to cut it. You need serious jumper cables. I've got a set of really nice, fairly expensive jumper cables, and I'm love to get my paws on these and do a comparison, because at $30, even without a coupon, that's half the price I paid for my jumper cables. I'd like to see how these stack up against those. Cover Pro 10 foot by 10 foot heavy duty straight leg pop up canopy. Oh, thank goodness, and I'm not being sarcastic here. I hate the slant leg canopies, and for the longest time, that's all Harbor Freight sold, and they were just junky throwaway. This looks to be the Harbor Freight equivalent to an Easy Up, and if you guys, let's just say I've got a lot of experience with these. The family has been involved with like selling stuff at local markets, farmers markets, and stuff like that. We take them to all the games, all the Cubs games, anything they're doing, any kind of outdoor event. When we go camping, have them in the RV. We have literally 3 of these things. I'm looking at them right now. We have 3 of them right now in the shop, just sitting there waiting for our next outing. We use them all the time. So, and at $100, that's a bit high, but of course we know we always wait for the coupon, right? That's the number one rule. If you haven't checked out my rules, check out the 10 commandments for shopping at Harbor Freight. I'll try to put a link up there somewhere. Anyway, I'd probably be over there. Who knows how the YouTube puts these things. Anyway, this looks like it might actually be something interesting. It looks to be checking all the box for your basic Easy Up kind of thing, where you can leave the canopy on it and you pop it up and everything. Looks interesting, so maybe I'll get my paws on this and be able to do a comparison. Next is the Luminar Outdoor 12-bulb color-changing LED string lights. So they already have some string lights like this. They're white. And this is choose from 4 different colors. And I guess you just change the glass on them or something. I don't know. $60 seems a bit much for 12 string lights. I get that they're colored and all. Like, here's the other ones. There's the basic white ones. They're $27.99. To get them with black cord and colored bulbs, that's a hefty tax there on that, isn't it? See, it's literally more than twice the price. Maybe I could get some of that. They make like a tinting spray paint you can just spray on glass to change the color. And they're LED, so it's not like the heat from it's going to burn it off or anything. Anyway, it's intriguing, but $60. Whew. 8-foot LED linkable rope light. That's cool. Again, these are the kind of things that you're not going to get like serious light in, but they're great for setting edges, defining detail at night, keeping people safe, that kind of stuff. Maybe adding some mood lighting. The fact it's linkable is nice. $20. Hopefully that comes down with a serious price tag there, or price drop with a coupon, because you can get these for pretty cheap on Amazon. I'm guessing though they're not looking for the person who's like, I'm going to go there and buy this. This is for you're already there buying something else. And you're like, oh, I could use that for something at home. These are kind of cute. 10 bulb multicolored teardrop string lights for $18. They kind of look like what we, at least back in the day, used to call onion bulbs, because they look like a type of onion. And yeah, go figure, right? Hey, if you're looking for some cute mood lighting around the porch or around the pool or something, these look, adorable. For $18, that's not a bad little investment. Far cheaper than a freaking... You lose 2 bulbs, and you get, you save how much? Oh my gosh. $60. Who, I'm going to move on. Wooden toolkit. $14. Oh my gosh, I got to get one of these. I had one of these when I was a cub. I love that thing. Oh my gosh. I'd forgotten all about it until I saw this pop up, and I'm like, hey, I know what that is. I can get one of these for the Cubs. They're probably a little too old for this sort of thing, but I bet you they'd still play with it. I know I would. Oh my gosh. Oh, they got a whole bunch of new stuff. Look at this. We got the wooden race car. That was actually the next one I was going to show you. We'll show that in a minute. Remote control amphibious car. Not worried about that. Wooden car carrier. Oh, look at that. And look at, every kid needs this Pittsburgh 11-inch swivel pad locking pliers. Because if I'm buying a wooden car set, of course I'm going to need clamping locking pliers. Oh, the Harbor Freight algorithm. But anyway, let's talk about this wooden car racing kit. You get this car is actually, I thought it was tiny. I thought it was gonna be like a Matchbox size or something, maybe a little bit bigger. It's decent size, and it comes with a kit. Apparently, it comes with. Does it come with the paint? For kids to paint, kit comes with wooden car paint and stickers for tons of fun. Look at that. You get the car, you get the paint. I could see a whole new kind of, soapbox derby-esque kind of shop tournament system we could come up with. We all buy one of these and tune them up, and maybe when I get everyone in town for SEMA. Is it next month? Oh my gosh, it's next month. When we get everyone in town for SEMA next month, we can have like a little Pinewood Derby thing. All right, next on the cavalcade of customs here, we got the Armstrong 2000 milliamp hour power bank for $6.99. I gotta say, really, when I look at this, my first thought that comes to my mind is, I mean, it's decent. I mean, I'm a big fan of these power banks. I remember seeing this is years ago, seeing all the kids using this before they were really popular. I see a bunch of kids with them going, what are these kids plugging into their phone? And after I saw enough kids, I'm like, okay, the kids are onto this. There's something here. And I realized what it was. And of course, immediately, as soon as I got my paws on one, realized that this is something we need. So the wife always keeps one in her purse. I try to keep one in the car, for when you then leave the car or somebody else needs to charge in the car or something. We use them all the time. That's really the point. The other point, though, is I don't know if I'd pay $7 for this. I would rather get something like this for $20 that can snap onto one of like my 5 amp hour battery or something. I could do some serious camping or charging with something like that. This is a clip-on, snap-on thing that goes onto your existing battery, and you can then charge other devices from it. Now, back to Doyle. We got the 2-piece Demolition screwdriver set or the 6-piece heavy-duty screwdriver set. These are both out now. The 2-piece for $9 and the 6-piece for $20. These look great. They got the striking end caps on them, so you can give them a pounding and whatnot. I've always been on a search for good pliers, so I'm going to have to take a look at those and see what I think. Now this has me intrigued. The Bauer 4.5-inch 5-point amp compact circular saw. Guys, I've talked about this before. Works has one of these. A lot of the discount lower end tool companies have these. Why you don't see these pushed a lot more by the bigger companies? Now they may have them, but they don't really push them as much. But these things are excellent for taking down sheet stock. For not super thick, not hardwoods, but if you just need to rip sheet stock, these things are fabulous for that. You look at this and you go, well, it's a pretty small tool, and it can't have that big a motor, so how can it be good at that? The blade is small, all right? That means rotating that tip, you get exponential reduction in necessary horsepower at the tip by reducing the size of the blade. A 7.5-inch blade is going to need a motor 3 to 4 times the size of this. These things, and they make up in torque with just straight RPMs. They're just greased lightning. And I'm not saying this one's good. I'm just saying that the style is a well-known, well-defined style. And I'd love to get my paws on one of these and check it out and see how it performs. There you go, 5.8 amp, 3,500 RPM motor, easy bevel adjustments. Maximum cut depth is 1.7 at 90 degrees. 24 tooth blade included. So I've been pretty happy with a lot of the blades that they've been including. So anyway, I'm hoping to get my paws on that. And last up, I know this actually been out for a couple weeks here, is the Bauer 30-foot. Actually, they have several different sizes, but the self-locking tape measure. This looks very much like another company that makes tape measures like this. But here's the real question. The Bauer, $11.99. Walmart has it for just under $10. How much of a coupon are we going to see from Harbor Freight? If we can see a 25% off discount, because they've blocked the Bauer name off their super coupons, but if they come out with a specific coupon that drops it down to 25%, you're looking at $9. And at $9, that's a savings. That's 83 cents. And if you're already at Harbor Freight, I wouldn't feel bad about picking one of these up. They're decent tape measures. Ask anybody who's used one of the, is it Camellia? I don't know how they pronounce it. Anyway, ask him. Anyway, that's all the bear has for you today. Just some new items. Also, I want to say thank you for everyone who's already subscribed to the membership and is supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. I'm always stunned by the kind of support that our fans have for the channel, and I cannot thank you enough. Anyway, that's all the bear has. You all take care. God bless. And as always, say it with me. Shine on.